Hi, welcome back. This is our second episode of,
Those Two Girls with Lan and Val.
and we're so excited to share the best gossip that's been going around, whether it's true or false. Who knows?
Who knows? But there's a lot to talk about.
And we will be the ones to judge.
Let's jump right into it because
All
I feel
right.
like...
What do you got?
Let's start with Vanderpump Rules.
Okay, easy. Let's
I
go.
just caught up. What do you think of this Lake Tahoe trip?
So, of the Tahoe trip, well, the whole thing with Hippie or ex-Graham, is kind of like wild, but I'm all for it. And I love James's girlfriend.
I love Allie. She's so
Allie.
good. She's such a breath of fresh air.
Angel.
She's an angel. I feel like she's very level-headed, and he needs that.
Yes,
I like
absolutely.
the group needs that.
100%.
I need like a level-headed person.
And I feel like I watched something where she was like talking about Hippie, the dog, Hippie, and how much they love Hippie. Like in an interview before I knew that Hippie was the new Graham.
Right.
And I was like, oh my God, they got another dog on top of Graham and she loves him this much. Like I was like so confused. I'm like, how does Graham feel about this situation? You know what I mean?
I love when she said to Tom Sandoval, like, well, if Raquel can rebrand to Rachel, then Graham can certainly rebrand to Hippie.
Honey.
Okay, wait. But Lala and Tom, that whole fight and how he's just like, he did the same thing with James though. He goes back to like, oh, well, Lala, for 6 years you lied, which was like so long ago. He did the same thing to James about with the Kristen thing. He just cannot, he has such a hard time
at whatever.
He clutches at whatever.
Straws. Old straws.
Has such a hard time taking accountability.
It's impossible for him.
Impossible.
He's allergic to it. And I love that Lala calls him out on his shit. And I'm just so over the whole, like, Lala being a mistress. Like, look at her now. She's pregnant, which is crazy.
Amazing.
And no baby daddy. I immediately was like, oh, my God, who's the baby daddy? But
Everyone
I forgot
that
she was doing, like, the IVF. So, so happy for her with that. But other than that, on Vanderpump Rules.
What?
No, go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, I want to ask you what you feel about the Scheana.
That's what I was going to say, too. But I was
tornado Scheana.
I wanted to wait a second.
To call her, like, a tornado, but, like, self-centered. It's all about me. When is it going to be about me for once?
She's
Scheana.
not the tornado. She is the earth that gets hit by tornadoes and every sort of weather. Like, you know when, like, basically, like, maybe you're a neighbor to a place that got hit by a hurricane. It's like, oh my God, it was so close to me.
Yes.
That's Scheana.
No, literally. She is a person that you literally are like, oh my gosh, my grandpa died last week. And she's like, well, my pet lizard died in 2012.
Yeah, or you know what she would do? She would bring up the times that she met your grandpa and she would start crying and think that she needs like I'm so sorry because you knew
all about herself.
Him when you were two.
For her to call Ariana, like, and say that she's having such a hard time with this. I don't want to keep hating him for you. I am suffering. You know, he's my good friend. He sent me several $1,000s. I love what Katie said. She's like, you got the wrong audience, chick.
I love that. That was so good. Sorry, but.
And Ariana's just like, oh, I'm so sorry for you.
Okay,
what did you expect her to say?
I feel like Ariana I will give her a lot of self-control. Because if my friend was FaceTiming me about this trip that she didn't even have to go, like talking about the ex-boyfriend and like they were back to back and she's crying thinking that like they would never see each other again. Are you kidding me? Goodbye. Blocked.
No, she wouldn't even be my friend anymore. I mean, I've dropped friends for
situations
that are not as bad as this situation.
Because I mean, I feel like at the end of the day, where does your loyalty
it's stand? All about loyalty. It's all about
That's all friendship is, you know? And I feel like Scheana is either not loyal to anyone or she's loyal to everyone. Either way, it's poison, regardless. It's like, it's just not right. You know, it's like, but I will tell you, I am over like drumming Scandival down freaking his throat. Like, I feel bad now. Like, it's like, okay, he's had enough. Let's let it go. I know as a people reader, I promise, like, he's actually a good person. Like, deep down inside. Like, can he do fucked up shit? Sure.
Yeah.
You know, but like he is not a bad person when it comes to his friends and things, like in the sense of being caring. He doesn't have to do the things he does, like bringing the tampons and the batteries.
Right. No, and we saw that throughout the show.
He's so thoughtful. He doesn't have a terrible heart. However, the moral compass
is not there. And what makes it
else.
hard, because in this last episode when they were in Tahoe and they did the whole meditation thing back to back with Scheana and like everything, I actually felt very bad for him. Like I started to kind of get some sympathy, and I was like, I feel bad for Sandoval, but my issue is with him is that he cannot accept and he cannot take accountability. And it's like, well, you guys went on a tour to like a press tour and to, you know, like slander my name and everything you guys said about me, and he's like a tit for tat person. Dude. He's tit for tat. He can't just fall on the sword, dude.
No, just you're fall 100%. On the sword.
I feel like everyone would have moved on and been like, you know what, like he really fucked up. Obviously, it's not okay, but if he would have like been more apologetic about everything, everyone would be able to move on.
I completely agree.
But it's
if you take accountability and you're like, I'm ready to make the steps to change, move forward, I am so embarrassed, humiliated. Like, that's a whole different story.
Right.
Like, that's a different trajectory. Like, but right now, you're, like, literally in the slums because the entire nation hated you.
The entire nation.
But I feel like he'll recover after this season.
I think
because,
so, too.
Like, that you could see the narrative shifting a little bit. And, like...
I don't buy, though, that... this whole he was in love with Raquel and he misses her and he wants to get back with her. I don't buy that. I feel like he's using that for sympathy. If he's using it for sympathy to say like, you guys, I was hurt too. Like I thought I met the love of my life. Love. It was real love. Like shut up. You guys,
I didn't even think of that.
I think it's like a whole like I think it's a sympathy act.
What about when Lala says you groomed her?
But he did. I was
like, excuse me?
I mean,
it feels like it. It feels like it because she is what I would consider a more vulnerable individual. I mean, just like children, just like whatever else.
That's a very nice way of putting it.
Yeah, like
she's vulnerable. Let's say that she's vulnerable.
Like, and people that see that, you know, they feel the need to kind of,
yeah.
Anyways, I'm glad she kind of cut him off. Like, I'm kind of
I am too.
proud of her, but I still don't like her and never will. You know what I mean?
But I never
But, like, never did. Never did. Like, the best things we would say about her were literally how funny she was unintentionally. Like,
well, because she was
talking
like,
about the ice cream parties that she didn't make, you know, because of the math. And she was cold stone, like, serious about this. Like, these ice cream parties.
Yeah. Very serious.
She made good TV. I'm not gonna lie. She made good TV.
She was easy to make fun of.
And when she just like stand there and they're like, "Oh, did you short circuit?" You can do it. You can talk.
You can do it. You can talk. Great. Her like speech or whatever. I can't. Like she can't like public speak.
Oh my god, that's great.
But now she has a podcast, so good for her.
Yeah.
I guess whatever fear of public speaking she had,
that was probably part of like her recovery. You know. Yeah. Okay, so we have to get into Love is Blind.
I'm so excited
because,
to talk about this.
What the heck? I'm very upset.
At who? Clay?
Yes.
I mean, but did you really think that man was going to say I do to her?
You know, he had me for a minute there.
I never believed it.
I don't see him as being, like, a terrible person just because of how transparent he is with his issues that were clearly engraved with him from a very young age with his dad.
Right.
So he's, like, so scarred and he just sees... like a marriage and a relationship so differently than like maybe you and I would or like whatever.
No, for sure.
So it's
for sure.
But like, why
take her to the altar? That's my thing too.
And she said
that's my thing.
I'm sorry. She said yes. And did you see his smile?
That's what creeps me out.
To ear.
That's what creeps me out.
That's what got me. I'm like, oh my god, they're married. They're so cute. Oh my god, and they're like a great couple. They look great together.
No, they do.
I was through the moon.
I was confused about the smile too.
And then when he was like. Going down like with like his little speech, I choked. I screamed, "No!"
I know, but I knew that was coming. I was like, "There's no way this man." How long is the process for? Is this whole experiment like a month or 2?
3 weeks? I don't even know.
Like, there's no way
you
can change maybe like a man in like 2 months.
No, there's just no way.
I feel so bad for her though. I feel like it was so humiliating for her.
So embarrassing.
He should have never taken it that far.
I agree.
But have you seen that they're like together again? I think they're back together. Yeah, I've seen things on TikTok where they're out together and videos have been leaked, so
I'm done.
They're back together.
AD, we expected more out of you, honey.
I know. I feel like
I really hope that's not true.
I think it's true.
Because like you'll never settle with a guy like that.
I think they're back together.
Because once they do and he gets comfortable, he's going to go back to his old ways because those are so engraved in him unless he does like serious ass work. Therapy. Maybe he is, and then maybe I'm just judging a little too early. Maybe that's the case. Who knows?
That type of work takes years.
Yeah.
That type of work takes years. It's not like I went to 4 therapy sessions and now like everything's okay.
He was changed because of the pods. Life-changing moments. Stop. Like, are you kidding me?
Wait, but can we give it up for his mom? And when she was having that conversation with his dad, I was like, nailed him. Queen, let's go. Nail in the coffin. Nail in the motherfucking coffin.
I was on my feet. Like, I had been sitting down. I stood up. I was like, no. Oh, get him. I was going nuts. And on top of that, what the heck was that little speech? See, this is what I know.
His dad? Wait, which speech?
A narcissist when I see one.
His dad.
And his dad is a full-blown narcissist. How the heck are you going to bring up all these little, like, memories about you being, like, the track star and then his son beat him? It's just like, what?
That was, okay. I'm glad you brought that up because I forgot about that. I remember thinking, what the hell does this have to do with anything? But in the moment, I kind of felt like, oh, he's, like, remembering, you know, their time when he was young, his childhood. But then it seemed a little odd to me.
But then there's times when Clay even is like, I know. Oh, no, you told me.
I thought that was strange. But, yeah, I do think they're back together. I don't love that for AD, but, hey, whatever. I mean, she knows what she's getting herself into. And I also was so pissed that he went back and she's, like, crying after he denied her and said, I don't. And goes back and they're kissing and she's like, I love you. What am I supposed to do? And, you know, I can't take the whispering, too. Like, whispering for everyone listening. If anyone is out there listening, she was whispering is one of my biggest pet peeves. Yeah, I can't explain it. I don't know why. Like if someone whispers to me, like I remember when my mom used to lose her voice when she was little, and I like would not talk to her for a week until she got.
You give her the cold shoulder.
But anyway, back to AD when she was whispering, she's like, "What am I supposed to do?" And like crying, and then they're kissing again. I don't
know. The whole like, oh, can I have a hug? Are you okay right now?
No, you can't have a hug. I'm going to throw a drink in your face. That's what I'm going to do. For humiliating me like that.
I was so confused. But
it was so humiliating.
Anyways, Amy and Johnny. So cute. We knew it. There was nothing.
We knew.
But, like, I don't know
if the sex thing.
Yeah, the sex thing.
Like, could they not have used condoms?
That's what I was thinking, but I guess they can't trust condoms. I
mean, she doesn't want to take, like, Plan B. I mean, I guess you can't take Plan B every time.
What? Oh, my God. Please do not do that.
No, I know. I took Plan B once, and it ruined my whole cycle.
Yeah, so bad. But I was going to say, I don't know if Netflix did Johnny dirty and, like, just cut his entire speech, like, his vows.
Okay, because all he said was, I'm so excited. I'm excited.
She's like,
can't wait.
She's like, the strawberry blonde in your hair blowing in the wind as the icicles melt my heart. And then he's like, can't wait. No, Netflix did him dirty. So. I'm convinced because I know damn well he went in with pride and a paper.
Yes.
Pride and paper.
Yes. How cute are both of their families? They're like, I want to be a part of their families.
If they are adopting, please let us know. We are ready.
We are ready.
They're so cute.
They're going to make it.
Their little dynamic is adorable. Like, both his and hers. And even, like, his sister, the way she's a girl's girl that loved Amy from the start. We love her.
How can you not like Amy, though? She's so likable.
I feel like she's my sister-in-law.
Puerto Rican, so...
Oh, yeah, she is.
Puerto Ricans are just good people.
Great people.
Buena gente.
Buena gente. Epa.
Love Amy and Johnny. Okay, we have to get into Chelsea... And Jimmy.
Bro. Okay, so.
Okay, let's talk about, like, their relationship in general. Because, and she came out on Instagram because people have been calling her insecure because she is.
Oh, my God.
And she came out on Instagram and she was like, you guys, this is something I've always struggled with. But it was so hard and embarrassing and painful to watch her make problems out of nothing. The whole relationship. Like, the man would pick his nose and it was like World War III fight. Like, she'd be like, and you're still in love with her? Oh my God. And when she brought up the friend and he was like, I told you that in confidence.
I can't.
So cringe.
Like, that is so terrible, first of all. Like, if he tells you that, like, obviously he's like at least trying to create some baseline of trust.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you met his friend and he's just like, just to let you know.
Right.
Which, that's something like with my boyfriends in the past has always been something like I say, like, because I'll like see girls that like they hooked up with it. I'm like, please just don't let me be the idiot that like doesn't know. I don't care. And I become like best friends with them, no problem.
1000%.
Doesn't bother me at all. I just don't want to feel like the idiot that doesn't know that you slept with my boyfriend in the past. That's it. That's all I ask.
It's a respect thing.
But I think when you live in a world of such insecurity, no offense, but Chelsea does, and you could see it, just like the way that she creates that like naggy energy where it's like, oh, but we don't have enough sex, and it's like, but and we just met today, and I always initiate it, and you didn't kiss me all day. Like, that is going to make a man run for the hills. You need to be in that feminine like energy, being chased, like that girl could have had him. It's all about how you act and how you like respect yourself, and she doesn't, and portray that,
and she doesn't.
No,
because the man
and it's clear as day.
Was in love with her. The way he would speak about her and their relationship to the other people when they go to like the pool party and everything.
He's like, it couldn't be any better.
Man, I'm so in love with her. I can't wait to marry her. Like, the man was obsessed. The man loved her, and she single-handedly sunk that fucking ship.
That's so crazy. But honestly, she's probably better off because
I think so too.
I don't know. Jimmy's not one to like, I think stay. I don't know. I don't want to judge him, but he doesn't seem like. I feel like he would definitely stay in a relationship with Chelsea, but then maybe like
later on
the side with someone else, like when he gets bored. Yeah, because
I think it was just too early for that like, insecurity.
Yeah, but
like it was way too early on.
Yeah, but anyone that like mentions looks and doesn't say like, "Wow, she's the most stunning thing I've ever seen," like red flag. Immediate.
Red flag.
Immediate.
Red flag. But again, with Chelsea and Jimmy. Chelsea and Jimmy
from Winchester.
They're back together. They were just in Boca last weekend together.
I give up.
You're over
and I'm done.
They were at Boca at a restaurant this past weekend together. They both literally posted from like different angles, but very obviously in the same place. So they're back together and thriving, apparently, in Boca Raton, Florida.
Good luck, Florida. Honey. We wish them the best.
I feel like if she worked on her insecurities and was not so naggy, I think it can work.
Yeah, but they've already established a relationship. You got to do that from the beginning. Mm-hmm. Like, get that respect, like, whatever.
Yeah.
Unless you're going to completely go, like, pull away or whatever, which she's not going to do because it's, like, the honeymoon phase, if anything. So she's, like, giving it her all. Blinded. Yeah.
Blinded.
And, like, she doesn't even care. Like, it's just, like...
She doesn't care.
Humiliating, but...
We wish him the best.
Yeah.
Wish you the best.
We need some more... I'm Vanessa. What's her name? We need some more Love Is Blind babies.
Is that what she says?
Are you kidding? That's all she talks about.
Oh, stop.
Literally.
Love Is Blind babies.
That's all she talks about.
That's how she gets her paycheck. Okay. Moving on. Are we done? Did we hit every couple?
Yeah. Those were like the survivors.
The surviving couples? Okay. Are you caught up on The Bachelor?
Mm-hmm.
What did you think?
I think Daisy's gonna win.
Okay. Do you remember in the last time we spoke, I said the same thing, that I was like, I think Daisy's gonna win.
Did you cheat it?
I didn't cheat. No, I didn't reality Steve it. I didn't. But for some reason, I feel like it's Kelsey. I don't know why. I just like...
Well, I can see them both, for sure.
Yeah.
I personally, like, I don't know. No, I feel like if I was him, I would go with Daisy, just because she's just like a sunshine of life.
1000%.
And like guys love that. Like that's just
cute
like
too.
So cute.
She's so cute. And her mom,
so
like
cute,
the story
with her mom. It's
her
a different
dad.
vibe.
Can he be the Golden Bachelor? Her dad.
You mean
I cried.
Dilf?
Whoa. Okay, Zaddy. Okay, Daddy.
He.
I mean, he was, and how fucking sweet is he? No, he needs to be the Golden Bachelor. I cried during like their interaction when he sat down with her. Maybe he's not old enough.
They have to be older than 60.
His hair is all white.
That doesn't matter.
I think he's old enough.
People in their 20s.
Well, they need to make an exception for him.
For sure.
Because he is pure fucking gold.
He's an angel.
Like, I might...
No, but I think Kelsey's like the most...
I might divorce Alexandra.
Kelsey's like...
the Golden Bachelor.
If this
man... I
can
be Kelsey's stepmom.
You know what?
I can be Kelsey's stepmom.
I feel like that you guys would make like a cute dynamic. Like your personalities would match so well. She's a girl's girl for sure.
She's a girl's girl.
I could tell. She's very sweet. She keeps to herself.
So sweet.
Very humble.
So sweet.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I can see it being Kelsey.
I think it's Kelsey.
And I think Kelsey's, if I'm being just like superficial, the most attractive in my eyes, the prettiest. She just has a very different look. She's gorgeous. But Daisy's energy is something that, like, I feel like if he doesn't pick her, he's gonna regret it.
I don't see the chemistry between them a lot. Like, I see more chemistry between him and Kelsey.
Okay.
And you know what? When she told them after her hometown date, when she told him that she was falling in love with him, they made, like, you know, the music was like, like, it wasn't that. Ooh. But it was like this, like, they made it this spectacular fairy tale moment. And I feel like they're trying to make it seem like that's who he's picking to throw us off, but it's really not her.
Either way, you know they're going to throw us off. They always do.
I know.
They always
well,
find
apparently
a way.
He said he's been going on podcast, Joey, and he's like, it's like the ending is like nothing that's ever happened before, which is what they say every fucking year on The Bachelor. Something we've never seen before.
The craziest season finale that's ever been
seen. I'm really upset about Maria going home. You know I'm a Maria stan. Maria!
Of course. I thought you were
We're
talking
like,
about...
Maria!
We have a friend, Maria.
We have a friend named Maria. No, Maria did not go back to Colombia. She's still in Florida.
I was waiting to bring that up right now. Like, how did you feel about it? Because I know
I'm upset. I love her. She's my favorite.
I loved her.
I feel like she made the show. Thank you.
She fucked up. She, like, messed everything up. I was so embarrassed. Like, pena ajena, man. Like, when she went up to him and was, like, saying all that stuff and, like, walked away.
Thanks for coming. Like a transaction at the end. That's what she said to him. She said, like, thanks for coming.
I was dying because she could have had it in the bag. She did have it in the bag.
I think she did.
A man that already has, like, some holes in his, like, security with, like, oh, is she going to say yes at the altar? Like, he keeps, like, mentioning that throughout the show.
Right.
And then you just have more things to freaking throw at him. Yep. Like, oh, I don't know because this is too much. Your final four. Like, survive one more night, and then you'll never see any of them again. None of them until, like, you know, the very end or something, whatever. But, like, they don't get to hang out anymore. Now it's just one-on-one-on-one.
Right, exactly. I was so upset she didn't tell him that she was falling for him in that moment. And then to pull him at the rose ceremony.
Oh, my gosh.
But how about Rachel? When she's like, what'd you say? After she was free. When Maria came back and she's like, what was that about? What was that about?
I'd be mad, too. Two times in a row, she gets to pull him out right before.
Well, he pulled her out the other time.
Right, but then he chose her.
Right.
So it, like, almost seems like, oh.
Like,
so, like
something happened.
A little bit of, like, you know.
If she would have told him that she was falling for him, she would have been top 3. I think so.
That's what I was just going to say. I could not. I was cringing, like, literal butt cheek full cringe. Like, just... When she didn't say, I'm falling for you, or I love you. Mad. I'm like, what do you...
I was so mad.
I really am, I'm starting to get feelings for you. Like, you know, like, just like I have for my cat. And,
thanks for coming.
My uncle.
Thanks for dropping by. Thanks for dropping by.
Like, what in the world? I'm surprised they didn't give a salute, like, walking away. Like, it was a business transaction. A handshake. Maria.
Girl. I am rooting for her to be the Bachelorette.
I don't know. I think it's going to be
Daisy.
One of the two that
I think it's going to be Daisy because I think Kelsey wins. That's my...
How do you know?
I just... You know, okay.
The chemistry.
But you know, I've always had this thing for who... Like, I feel like I can predict. I don't know why. I have a feeling.
Yeah, but I feel like you used to look at that website all the time.
Okay, yes.
Because you ruin it for me every year. And I'm like, I don't want to know. And you, like, tell me.
No,
like,
I would never ruin things for people because that's my biggest pet peeve. You probably asked me to ruin it for you.
Oh, probably. I was probably hooked. But, like, now it's like, I don't want to know.
No, I don't want to know. But I really want Maria to be the Bachelorette. Wait, can we talk about Maria's dad? Mr. like...
Oh, you mean Christopher Walken?
Is that who he reminds you of? I can see that now.
The voice. Like, I don't even know what the dad looks like. I'm picturing Christopher Walken and, like, her walking in.
Wait, you know her dad? Did you watch the hometown?
I watched it. Okay. He was Christopher Walken. To me.
Yeah.
The way he talked, the way he looked, the eyes, the hairs. Like,
I can see it.
Or something.
I can see it.
Oh, my God. I thought though.
Oh, my gosh. But her whole family watching them through the window... Like hawks while they're just like trying to have a cute moment.
That was really embarrassing. But like also I feel like production was like, oh, so this is what's gonna happen.
And you guys need to all stand there and watch them.
And the dad has like one teardrop, like as they like kiss.
I know.
The theatrics of The Bachelor.
The theatrics.
I hope you guys are Emmy Award winners or whatever, because
I know.
You deserve it.
They deserve it. This is my vote for Maria's Bachelorette.
Seriously. I could see her on Bachelor in Paradise.
Okay, but how fun would her Bachelorette season be? Like, what if it was... I love Daisy, super cute gal. She's so sweet, but, like, kind of a snooze fest, I feel like, if she was the Bachelor. I think
she's the type that would be the Bachelorette.
She's the type that would be, but I think they should...
Not so much Maria.
Okay, but do you remember when Caitlin Bristow was not the type that they normally cast as Bachelorette? And how fucking amazing...
But she was, like, more,
was her season.
I don't know. I guess we'll see. But, like...
We'll see.
Even though Maria, like, her personality, like, really stood out to me and everything, like, I love it. Like, I don't see her as, like, all of the aspects being, like, the it girl to be the Bachelorette. I don't see it.
I see what you mean.
I saw one hairstyle and no earrings the entire season. Not that has anything to do with it.
True to herself.
But it's something that, like, I don't know. Like, you see them in different looks.
Her outfits would be so good.
Yeah, no, and she has a great body. She looks stunning. She looks fabulous.
She's stunning.
But she could try a little more.
I thought she was fine. You don't know. Maybe she had earlobe repair surgery like me and she can't wear earrings.
Dude, I'm so sorry.
Don't judge, Valerie.
I'm so sorry.
You can't judge.
Wow.
You cannot judge.
Jesus Christ.
But I'm wearing my clip-ons
talk about
today.
Other traumatic events? Like, or are we done with that?
Yeah, let's move on.
I apologize.
Sure, we can move on from my earlobe.
Oh my god.
No, let's move on.
Well, you know who probably does have a traumatic event happening is the Cyrus family.
Okay.
We need to break it down a little bit.
You need to break it down for me because I know, like, little bits and pieces, but I don't know. Okay, so I know that apparently Noah Cyrus did or did not, I don't know which one it is, date Trish, right? Mm-hmm. Their mother's now husband.
Right.
So did she or did she not date him, though? Because some people are saying she did date him, and other people are saying they actually never dated.
I mean, I don't, who am I? Like, let's give them a call. Like, Miley's on my friggin' speed. Let's FaceTime her, and we will find out for sure. Like,
didn't she speak out about this? Didn't she say something?
If she did, I didn't hear, or I don't know. But I hope someone does, because otherwise, it's true. Like, and that's freaking sick. Right. So, the background story that I heard on Call Her Daddy, which is, she went on with Trish. Is it Tish?
Tish. Is it Tish or Trish? Tish. I think it's Tish. With Brandy.
So Tish Cyrus and Brandy Cyrus, because they have their own podcast as well.
Yes.
They went on and they were just talking about her marriage, because she recently was married to the guy Dominic something from Prison Break.
Yes.
Who, while she was with Billy Ray Cyrus, was her hall pass. Like, she was obsessed with him forever.
Wait. But did she actually act on that hall pass? Or that was just like a fantasy? Like, oh, who would your... I mean, yeah, like,
when are you going to meet him? Like, random.
Okay, yeah.
But what happened was, years ago, apparently, he had DM'd her, or... I don't know. You got to watch the episode to, like, get the facts. But, like, this is pretty close. DM'd her or followed her or something, and she didn't right away, and then he blocked her. Like, all passive-aggressively. And she was like, what the heck? So
I'm so sorry. So
you're good.
She DM'd him and he blocked her?
No, other way around.
He DM'd her and she blocked him?
Because apparently he's always been in love with her. With Tish.
Okay. So they know each other.
They know of each other, yeah.
Okay.
That's Miley Cyrus' mom, I guess, like, whatever, and he's attracted to her. I guess he, like, DM'd her or followed her on Twitter or something, and then she didn't right away, to the point where when she went to go look at, like, oh my god, he followed me, and, like, went to go look, blocked. For whatever reason.
Okay.
So fast forward, she just talks about how amazing this man is, best guy ever, just, like, really fawns about him. Doesn't talk about the situation that is now unraveling at all, not once. And that's that. But when you do look at the wedding, it's weird that her daughter, Noah Cyrus,
and the brother
were
not there.
Were at Walmart taking pictures while her mom was literally
getting married.
Yeah, like, saying her vows to this man. So that was sketchy, and that's what makes it kind of like...
Is it true? Are the rumors true? So I actually also heard that because Tish and Billy Ray's breakup was so bad that the kids, like, kind of took sides.
Yeah, I heard
and so Noah and... What's the brother's name? Is it Trevor? I feel like I'm making that up.
There's a Trace, but I don't know if that one was Trace. There's another one,
one of her brothers were team Billy Ray, and so they...
Billy Ray!
Rock out with your cock out.
I love that. I love it.
Oh my god. And so that's why she wasn't there. But are there any pictures? Like, where did this rumor of they were dating come from?
Okay, so with that being said, now it's coming out that apparently before Tish was in a relationship with the Dominic guy, Dominic was dating the youngest out of the Cyrus clan, which is Noah Cyrus. Which, by the way, that's like a 30 year difference. Like, that is so strange, honestly. Like, that could be, like, her full-blown dad.
She's, like, younger than us, and he's, I don't know how old he is.
Older than us, for sure. Yeah. Like, he's, like, I guess
like,
40s
or 50s, maybe.
But that's just so weird. So I guess she was, like, really angry, and I read somewhere, too, that they, like, hired security to, like, specifically keep her out because they didn't want any drama at the wedding. So...
They hired security... I'm sorry. Okay, hold on. She hired security to keep her own
daughter out.
Daughter, who she birthed.
She didn't want drama.
From her vagine, out of her wedding because she didn't want drama.
Yeah.
If that's true, that's so fucked up.
It is so
That's really not okay for a mother to do, in my opinion. No matter, like, what your daughter... No matter what the stupid drama is, as a mother, I feel like you don't do that.
Yeah, I feel like the whole family is kind of like... Now, Billy Ray Cyrus is married to Fire Rose, I guess Cyrus now, who is Fire Rose? That's her name. I guess she has one name, it's Fire Rose.
Oh, like it's
just Fire Rose.
Okay.
Fire Rose.
Love that.
Fire Rose.
Cyrus.
It sounds like Pharaoh now. I don't know. It doesn't even sound like a thing. Okay, so they got married. He met her on the set of Hannah Montana. And I remember this girl, too, in those episodes. Have you seen her pictures?
Is she our age? She like Miley Cyrus's age?
She's our age.
Who was she in Hannah Montana?
I don't know her name, but like if you look her up, you'll remember. Okay. If you were like, you're a Hannah Montana fan for sure. Yeah, love it. So anyways, best of wishes to the Cyrus clan. Cheers. Love you all.
But I feel like they need to come out and say something about this because this is a little...
Yeah, because we all think it's true. All you got to do is come out and be like, you know what? That is disgusting and semi-incestual.
That's the thing.
Over and out. Don't listen to the rumors.
I think this is so crazy, though. I think the whole thing is just bizarre to me.
Yeah.
But I feel like there's always been some, like... Because, do you remember the Grammys just now? The ones that just happened?
I didn't watch it, but I'm sure I saw clips.
Did you see when Miley accepted her award and her dad was standing up there with him and she, like, basically ignored him and acted
was her dad up there?
Yeah.
I didn't know he was up there, but she didn't thank him.
She didn't thank him.
Yeah.
Was he not standing up there? Did I just make this up?
I didn't see him there.
Okay, I need to,
But she was like, anyone else? Nope, that's it. Like, it was weird.
But she thanked... Okay, who did she thank? Her mom? And her sisters and her siblings?
Yeah, her siblings and, like, all the production people and X, Y, and Z. But the fact that she included her entire family, like, I thought it was kind of strange.
Yeah, that is strange. That is strange.
So, what about Housewives?
Okay, well...
Did you watch the reunions?
Of Miami, yes. Oh my God, I'm obsessed with them.
I'm obsessed. I wish I could just, like...
I want to be their friend. Like, they're so chaotic in the best way.
We need to infiltrate. We're going to infiltrate.
I want to infiltrate. Ready. I will literally be like Marisol's assistant for free.
Dude.
I want to be her assistant
AKA
for free.
AKA drinking buddy.
Hell fuck
Cockies.
Cockies.
Let's go, honey.
Let's go. LFG. Let's fucking go. I love them. I think they're so funny. Oh my God, when Alexia called everyone like a liar, she says everyone is a liar and I'm the only one who speaks the truth. Like, stop.
Everyone's a liar.
And I'm the only one who speaks the truth. She's the only one who speaks the truth.
I'm the only one. I love when she, like, switches it up and she's like with the whole Nicole thing. That whole thing was so bad. Like, I know you really like Nicole.
I like Nicole. When they pinned the blame on her for Anna.
But it's, like, literally she's, like, hammering it in her, like, ¿pa qué te prestaste pa eso? You know, and then she's, like, explaining it in English what it means. Like, why are you even...
We don't need that.
Literally, they just said what happened. She thought that you guys were cool.
Right. I believe Nicole.
So I believe Nicole too.
Did Nicole know that there may have been a little bit of something there? Yeah, 1,000%. But I probably thought that... I think she thought that in that moment that they were, like, obviously not the best of friends, but they were civil and they were cool. Why not invite her to the Mamacita brunch?
I'm sure she didn't think there was, like, enough drama or anything since the last time she spoke to Anna that had happened.
Right. Right.
To not invite her and be civil.
Right.
But the worst part is you see the scenes where Adriana just had a hidden agenda.
She was
going so that Anna would call out Alexia's finances.
But they don't care about that. They still just go after Nicole.
Yeah.
That's what Adriana said. She said there's a new Barbie in town. And it's not Alexia anymore. It's Nicole. And Nicole's like, I don't even want it. I don't even want to be like this Barbie.
Oh my God. Adriana is wild.
Okay, her fucking poem. She did not write that. She did not write that. Her poem killed me.
Listen, I wrote Romeo and Juliet if that girl wrote that fucking poem. Like, that's all I gotta say. Like, I literally am William Shakespeare.
And when she was holding, like, a Bible, did you see, like, she, like, had, like, the Bible?
She pulls out the Bible.
She pulls out the Bible, and Marisol's like, you of all people should not be holding that.
Por Dios.
Ay, por favor.
Yeah,
Ay, por favor. Oh, my gosh. Miami, to me, is, like, top tier #1 Housewives.
Agreed.
Top tier. Because Beverly Hills.
Best of the best.
Such a fucking snooze fest.
Like, it has its
I'm
moments,
bored.
but, like, when you literally have to spend a couple episodes about Esophagate, like, you're slow on your content. You know, like, we keep it moving on Miami. Yeah. One day it's Gertie's cancer. One day it's Lisa Hochstein's husband.
Okay, wait.
One day it's Julia telling everyone everything. Like, it's like, woo,
and you can't even keep up.
I can't keep up, but I love it. I love it. I'm like, woo, dame más.
But can we talk about Lisa? Another, not as bad as Scheana, but another, I make everything about myself. And, like, kind of the comparison to what she's going through and Gertie's cancer and the trying to compete. And it's like, dude, it's not a competition. They're two totally different, isolated situations. They're both bad, but stop trying to make it seem like you have had the world is falling apart. Like, I know your world is falling apart, but in other people's eyes, like, you're fucking dandy. He's building you a house.
And she has her health. And
you have your health. Your kids are healthy. This man is building you, like, a fucking $1 million mansion. What the fuck are you crying about? Dude. I'm sorry. Like, it sucks what she's going through. It sucks that it's been so public, but I roll all season with Lisa. And it's so, and they all brought it up. On the gondola when she's looking for lip gloss, and Gertie's like,
I will say she is a Leo. So, I mean, I feel like it has something to do with it. But I feel like I definitely judge people off of their intentions more so than a lot of times their actions. Mm-hmm. And I feel like I don't know what kind of childhood she had. She said it was traumatic. I'm not going to take that away from her. But I feel like she has been fed with, like, a silver spoon or however 1,000%. You say it. You know what I mean? Where she doesn't have to, like, work hard for these things. So, like, these problems that in another person's life maybe even a blessing, you're getting away from a guy that cheats on you. Yeah. And you're not working still and you're still going to get everything paid for. But she sees it as her life is crumbling. Right. Because in a sense it is.
It is.
But when things have gone so great and you haven't worked for them, they've been given to you. Right. You know, things like that do rock your world. And it's so hard to move on. So she doesn't do it to be like, oh, mine is bigger than yours. But she wants to be heard because hers is, like, so impactful. It's all about emotions. And you know what I mean? Like, strong emotions towards it.
Everyone's been hearing her.
100%.
Like, what is this, like, 2 seasons?
I don't discredit, like, how the girls call her out. Yeah. I don't like the way they do it because sometimes it's like when Julia said the whole, like, the kids in the bed.
Oh, that was not good. And when they were interrogating her at that dinner, when they all were, like, asking her questions and coming at her in Palm Beach when they were in West Palm,
but they wanted her to get over him, like, day one. Like, I'm sorry, like, I don't know. 1,000%. But then again, that's all we see. We don't know behind the scenes.
We don't know behind the scenes.
Is that it?
Is it?
For the week? I don't know. You're looking.
Yeah, I feel like I'm trying to think of what else. Anything else in Miami that's happened? Oh, wait, Beverly Hills I do want to talk about.
Okay.
Because how many parts to the reunion are there? 3?
3. And I thought the third one came out. I've been trying to find it, but no.
I'm so excited for Kathy Hilton to come out and Sutton have, like, a breakdown. When I don't know if it's the way they edited it. I don't know. I don't know if it's the way they edited it because of the way to make it seem like, oh, Kathy's here, and, like, it's probably not Kathy related at all. But I want to hear Kyle's answer when Andy asks her if there is anything going on with her and Morgan, because clearly there is. Like, they're obviously dating, and if they're not anymore, they definitely were something at one point. So I'm excited to hear
that. And even now, she keeps going to, like, all the concerts and everything, you know?
Yeah. So stay tuned. Next week, more to come. Cheers.
Subscribe and follow us on Instagram,
YouTube, TikTok.
Those two girls.